We work with aliens. Two of the things that really stand out is that they do have a lot of symbols and diagrams. So people generally like to look at these symbols and diagrams. We've done different kinds of meditations where we look at people's higher selves and we connect to these symbols. And some of the symbols that we have, we actually connect to. So if you get a symbol in a meditation or reading, what you can do is if you get a symbol coming up in a reading from someone, you can take the symbol, bring it up on your reading screen, and then what you can do is you can put focus on it and then ask what the meaning is and look at your reading screen to see, okay, well, how does that connect to that person? How does it relate to them? And then what they could do with it. So some of these symbols or diagrams, you can actually draw the symbol and then you can send it to the sitter later on, and the sitter can then work with the symbol and they can use it in their personal life and use it for different purposes. So if you see, okay, well, this symbol has a purpose to connect them to knowledge, they can then write that symbol onto a book or focus on it every day. And then if they do so, this could really assist and help them with connecting with this more sort of alien presence and then working with that. We also have the connection of, there's this Stargate thing that you can do, which is basically a star map or a map that you put in your head and you can find a location on it. You can also run programs and do different kinds of things. That's not really the purpose of this because that's a whole different field, but you can connect with this symbology. You can connect with these diagrams or so, or places that the person can call up in their heads. If you start to work more with this and you in readings you start to pick up more of this, you can also map it out for you and get like a link for yourself in some way that can assist you later on. So especially if you're getting feedback and this is something that really is prolific for you, you can then map it out and have a certain way of dealing with it, and then you can really know and understand that this is something that you can then use in your readings, you can use in your personal life, and then the sitter can use in their life as well. I said before with the past lives, you can actually have a past life that is a different past life, so where you have a link to an alien or the sitter has a link to an alien past life, and then you can explore this and say, well, what's the relevance of that past life to this one? What were the encounters? What were the lessons learned? Could be a possibility that people have a struggle in this life because they have had alien past lives and they aren't so adapt to the physical reality as a human being just yet, and this could cause some difficulties for them. And it's comforting for them sometimes to know and understand that they don't fit in because they have this history, and this is something that's new to them. That doesn't mean they didn't have like other lives and other experiences. It's just that this one is so different from those that they don't really have a good grasp on it, and they kind of basically maintaining themselves or struggling a little bit. So that can also be a case. Okay, the last possibility, of course, with aliens and greys is that people can actually have had encounters with them. This could have been something either very friendly or not so friendly, where could have been very traumatic, where they did experimentation on people. We've had this before in readings, and the people were very traumatized about this. And what happened was that a person was abducted, experimented on, and this really affected them badly. And somebody else started a relationship with this person, and it didn't really work out very well because this person had a lot of trauma from that event, and this also followed them around in some way. Okay, so this is something that can come up in readings, and best to know that this is a possibility. And if you encounter someone like that, at least you can then explore it better, understanding that, okay, well, we know we have this possibility, and we know this is around. So what we can do is explore it around, and see, well, what was the encounter about? Was there purpose behind it? Was it merely a random encounter? Was it specific? Has this person got some purpose with alien life forms in general, and is this going to persist through their life? So, this is for the sitter themselves or somebody that they're related to, or maybe they're in a family with a whole lot of people like that, and they're the only outsider. So, yeah, this could be something that they could really explore and understand. So that could make sense to them in some way. Again, we want to just bring everything up, look at it on a reading screen, give the information so they can then deal with it in whatever way they see fit, or or need to.